Hi, this is Reverend Jill Carey from Unity of Wimberley, Texas. I'm glad you could join me here today for our midday reflection. Last week when I spoke with you, I was feeling some pain in one of my teeth. And so I had a root canal just a few hours ago. So this side of my mouth isn't working. So I'm just letting you know I've not had a stroke or anything. I just have Novocaine. So I'm going to talk around this the best I can. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Happy day to you. It's beautiful, sunny, and chilly here in Austin, and we love it. Today is really the only chance to have to speak publicly with you about one of my favorite holidays, Dia de los Muertos, which is celebrated quite a bit here in Texas and in other places with a big Hispanic population. It is a holiday that's celebrated mostly from Mexico. And what's so lovely about Dia de los Muertos is that you honor the people that have passed beyond this life, because there's a belief that they're not ever that far away from us. And the other thing that I love about this holiday is that it incorporates death as part of life, which is, I think, the most healthy way that we can talk about it, that we can think about it. So I want you to notice that I have on a pretty shirt with a sparkly skeleton, and I'd like to show you my my little collection that I have, if I can get the right angle. Here is my little skull kitty. Here is a dancing couple. Let's see if I can get them in the camera right. A dancing couple. Here's my candle that I'm burning. It's kind of hard to look at them at the same time. Here's another little skull. And behind the skull is a Katrina. And here's another Katrina. The Katrinas are beautifully dressed skeleton women that are celebrating life with their beauty and their incorporation into everyday life. This is a representation of a sugar skull. Those of you who lived in Texas are probably familiar with this holiday and with these symbols, but I just wanted to share them with you if you're not familiar with them, because it's a fascinating part of the culture this time of the year. Actually, this year, Dia de los Muertos is celebrated November 1st, November 2nd. I think we sometimes, there's Daisy, sometimes for us in American culture to be able to think in a healthy way about death. We see it just as an ending and a beginning of eternal life, but we don't think about death as part of our everyday culture. And it doesn't have to be a physical death of someone for us to be able to put those two things together. It can be the death of an old identity that we've been carrying around. It can be the death of a job, the death of a habit. It doesn't have to be a sad, bad thing, because life is full of endings and beginnings. And so what I invite you to do during this season as we pass from October into November, I had to think for a minute what month we're in, as you pass through that transition, think about the idea that death and life are intertwined with each other. Even from the prophet Khalil Gibran talks about sorrow and joy sharing the same table. So I love the healthy depiction of death as a celebration, as life going on, maybe not visible to us, but life going on beyond this particular life. that death is with us all the time. We don't have to be morose about it. Of course, we grieve when we lose someone, but it's also good for us to look at those passages, letting go of something and embracing something. So why don't you light a candle for Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead? Why don't you do that during this holiday? And just remember that we are totally full beings in the Spirit of God, and that life and death are both to be embraced. They are. We can't have life without death, have death without life. So I'll just leave you with those words today to see how they affect you and how you can incorporate them as part of your routine. Who is close to you, celebrate them, give them, light a candle for them, talk to them. Know that the veil between this world and the next is very, very thin. So, beloved, I'm glad you're here today. I love you and I bless you. I miss you, those of you that I used to see on a regular basis. Next week, my whole mouth will be working again. If this little reflection today is good for you and you'd like to share it with someone else who could benefit from it, please go to my Facebook page and feel free to share it. It will also be on the Unity of Wimberley Facebook page, on our website, on our YouTube channel in the next few hours. So it's there for you to share. So thank you for being here. Hope you have a fun Halloween, and hope you celebrate living, dying, life, death, everything that's good, everything that's uncomfortable. It's all part of our incredible experience as human beings on this planet that are here for a spiritual purpose. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.